This is Unit 4, Assessment 3, Roleplay for the Busy Bees customer service team for the 5 diversity values. Okay. Hello, my name is Elaine. Nice to see you all today. How is everybody?
We're very good.
Yeah, David, nice to see you here.
Good to be here.
I've brought everyone here today to have a team meeting on creating 5 diversity values for Busy Bees and the customer service team. As we all know, we all have lots of students and existing staff in our business and our company that is very diverse, and we are looking to create 5 diversity values to state to new students coming into the business of our values. And how everybody that is different are equal. So to start off, obviously because we know that Busy Bees has a supportive and understanding environment, we always reflect the diversity of our customers and markets in our workforce as well. So just to come to us, obviously I came to Australia when I was 15, so I studied here, and I was obviously somebody that has come from Beijing, China, so I didn't really settle in very easily, so I obviously want to push this forward to Busy Bees because we have got that diverse workforce, and we are welcoming all the individuals that come and study here as linguistically different individuals, and from different races, from different backgrounds, from different religions, that they're always equal as one another. So to start off, we're looking at obviously eliminating the sort of discrimination against disabilities. So Sue, I understand that you have had an accident recently. How are you finding being in the workforce now? Oh, Elaine, yeah. Well, I'm struggling a little bit. It was difficult to start with when I was first in my wheelchair, but now it's a lot easier since I've been driving around and wheeling myself around the business. But I found that lots of people have been very welcoming, because obviously I am struggling a little bit with my wheelchair, and I think it would be a really good idea to have a value that makes people in wheelchairs or people with disabilities that are equal to all of the rest of us. So I think the main one for that would be something along the lines of eliminating the discrimination in the workforce, to keep the innovation going, because everyone's obviously different. It doesn't matter if somebody's in a wheelchair or not, they're still as equal, maybe if not a bit more intelligent than somebody not in a wheelchair. So that's why I think we need to eliminate the discrimination against disabilities within the business, because everyone is equal. And because I've been here 6 years now, lots of people know me. They're obviously very, very welcoming, and they're very understanding with the fact that I'm now in a wheelchair for a little while. So I think that could be one of the main values. What does everybody else think?
I've written this down. Number 1, eliminate discrimination against disabilities. You write like this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
I like.
Yep. Disabilities, yes.
No discrimination against anything, I think.
No, yes, yeah, I like that. And for yourself, David, what from your background, obviously, how do you feel with obviously coming from an Islamic background? How do you feel in Busy Bees?
Yes, well, I think everybody's very accepting here. There's many different cultures. I like that everybody is very accepting of the different places we are from and who we are, and that is very important in this place. And I like many people speak different language. Some people like me not good with English, not still good. 2 years.
You're getting better. You're getting much better.
Thank you. 2 years I do quite good, I think. but much to learn. But I can still work here at PCP and feel very comfortable. So perhaps for me, I think it is important to have we are from many places. You are from Elaine, you're Australian, of course, but Elaine, you're from Asia.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
You see? Oh,
yes.
Wow. And Kuma, you are from India, no? So we have many different places, and we must for it to be positive working space. I think for sure for me, I think no racial discrimination or no segregation, no different things. And if I want to pray, then I must be able to pray. And if somebody must eat something special or feel something, then they must be, and we must encourage and let blossom, you say.
I like the way you talk about the segregation and the racial side of things.
No segregation, yes.
Yes, and eliminating all that sort of thing as well. Just because it obviously brings more of a diverse workforce to Busy Bees. I think that's a very good point. Actually, I like what you've just suggested. So
number 2.
Maybe number 2 we could go something like always preventing racial discrimination and segregation.
That is good. I
think that's easy to understand for people that can't obviously speak English as their first language. It's nice and simple. It's to the point. And I think that's a very good point. So, Kumar, how do you feel about what are your thoughts?
Well, obviously,
towards the values of
I agree with David, and I think it is very nice that people from many different places, and I feel, I came here as customer first, and people were very accepting of me, and I liked that, and that's why I came back, and now I love to work here at Busy Bee. It's very good, and I've been here 2 years now.
And I'm sure you have understood from being the first contact of Busy Bees as a customer right through to being an employee now that our diversity within the workforce and the company enables lots of different people from lots of different backgrounds to be one. And for the students that we're talking about, coming in, enrolling them in different courses, being somebody that has been an outsider and not really understood Busy Bees to start with, they can now come in and understand the values that we do have and feel more comfortable around the rest of us and feel as equal as everybody else.
That's right. I think it is very important to feel equal. That is very important. I feel very happy here, and I think people are very accepting, and that is very important and makes for happier workplace.
Yeah, so I think with the third point we're now thinking about is workplace-wise, I think always eliminating differences between individuals that may interfere with studies, because obviously when you're studying, there's lots of different individuals in each class as it is, and when you're from such diverse backgrounds and different upbringings, different cultures, different languages, it is difficult to unite as one team in a company, whereas if everyone's seen as equal and the prospective students then come into that equality, the feeling of equality between one another, it maintains that level of
unity.
Yeah, that's a good word. I like that word. So I think number 3 would probably be going towards obviously the individuality of people and embracing the differences that we do have to go towards the innovation, because at the end of the day, everyone that is different and has a different attribute to bring to the company and a different background, that it provides innovation and difference. So
you mean to encourage individuals?
Yes. Yeah.
To encourage individuality. For studies to prosper, for students to prosper.
Yeah. So I think that was a good one for number 3.
Encourage.
Yes, encourage.
Individuality.
Yes.
Individuality.
Yeah, that's right.
I like that very much. I feel I'm very individual when I'm here.
Yes, well, we value your background and your knowledge from your country, and obviously growing up in India and Mumbai, it is different to being here in Australia, where we do have a very diverse culture and society here in Australia, and Busy Bees really reflects that in the community. And just because obviously we reflect the quality of the skills of our people as well, regardless of, you know, the religion they are, mental ability, thinking styles, everything, you know, we're all very different. So I think they're going on to the next point would probably be something to do with, you know, more individuality again, but participation more so than anything. Sue, what do you think? Yeah. No, I like that, because obviously for myself, I can't participate in many you know, meetings and all that sort of thing at the moment, because I can't get up the stairs, all that sort of thing. So encouraging individuals to participate in the multicultural society that we have, and also respecting others' religions. I think respect is a very important role for a company and individuals within the company. It's obviously something that we have to think about realistically, because there are people that have come into this culture and this society of a vast diversity that has never been in this sort of situation before. So David, what are you feeling like?
Well, I think you're very right. I think we must always encourage everybody. Like Sue, you are from Australia.
Yeah, Brisbane.
So you are Australian. So and we have India and Asia and Bosnia, but we have different religions and race. But we must encourage everybody to accept everybody for who they are, and understand perhaps a little bit more to make everybody happy.
Yes, I like that. And philosophical differences as well. Obviously, there's lots of different religions. Obviously, you're Islamic, David, and Kumar, you're from India, and obviously, Elaine, you've grown up in Beijing in China. So we've all had such diverse upbringings. So I really like that sort of thought of encouragement of individuals that come into the company and they be proud of who they are.
Acceptance, perhaps to say acceptance and more, what's more, not just acceptance, but encouragement we'd say many times, but acceptance of religion.
Acceptance of others.
Acceptance of others, of religion, race, and philosophical differences.
Yes, I like that. I think that's a very strong point, actually.
I like too. And everybody here very accepting of me. And I hope for Kumar too.
Yeah, and I think...
Oh, yes, very accepting.
I think the freedom of expression as well, when obviously you're studying, you need to be able to be heard. So when obviously these prospective students that come in and work for Busy Bees, they need to be able to be comfortable with expressing themselves and having freedom of speech, freedom of education. You know, they are just as entitled as everyone else here to learn. And obviously, because we have had that background of, you know, the more underrepresented backgrounds within our recruitment that we already have, that then can become high-achieving professionals within Busy Bees, it's certainly a good thing to think about. So
freedom of expression is important.
Yeah, because I think the way obviously you've put across with coming from these different backgrounds, and I like how, you know, Kumar, you have you've come from Mumbai, India, and David,
Yes, I've come from Bosnia.
You've come from Bosnia as well. So, and Elaine, you know, you've come from Beijing. So yes, I know. So you're very I like what they're saying, Sue, actually. I like freedom of expression, because when I was 15 and I came to Australia, I struggled to be, obviously start speaking English, and English is not my first language. It's just, it's what I've learned since I've been here, but being part of Busy Bees for the past 6 years has been a very, very big learning curve for me, because I've obviously become one of a society. And I know that being a student in Australia, for me, when I first arrived, it was hard to be able to do my study and understand how other people viewed me as. So I think having the freedom of expression is certainly something that everyone should believe that they have. And Busy Bees is a really good a good way of doing that and expressing that, because all the managers here, you and I, or the four of us, are all trained in managing diversity to ensure that employees are treated fairly and, evaluated objectively anyway. So,
good point.
yeah, and obviously because we know all of that, so I think that could maybe wrap up the...
Another value is freedom of expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quality of within the society, the Busy Bee society is also something which is amazing. But
yeah,
that is something we can talk about some other time.
Yeah. So, just to recap, Sue, would you like to just read out the 5 diversity values, please? Yeah, sure, Elaine. No worries. So, I think number 1, we're going to go with eliminating the discrimination against disabilities. Obviously, that's very relevant to myself and other students that may come in that may have disabilities, and also, learning difficulties as well as physical disabilities. Everyone's equal, and we're all just as, we all have the same opportunity as everyone else. So that's number 1 that we've got. How does everyone else feel about that one?
Oh, no, that is very good. I like it very much. Eliminate discrimination against disabilities.
And number 2, we're looking at always preventing the racial discrimination and segregation within the company.
Of course.
So, Kumar, obviously, you seem to really like that one with obviously the segregation. Because have you had past experiences before with?
Well, everything has been very good here, but in society sometimes in Australia it's very difficult.
Bless me.
Bless you.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you. And number 3, we were looking at encouraging the individuality of different students. So obviously they come into the Busy Bees and they're new to everything, and they need to be encouraged to be themselves. Individuality is key for our business anyway, the best of times.
Absolutely. These are very good. I like them.
Good. I'm glad you like them, David. And your enthusiasm always comes across the business whenever you're working, whenever you're obviously doing meetings like this with us. It's a really valued attribute you have. So it's fantastic. That's exactly why I've called you into this meeting. Although you've only been here 6 months, I really feel like because you're so fresh into the company, you see the views of Busy Bees and the culture slightly differently to us that have been here longer. I've been here for 11 years now. Elaine has been here for 6 years. Kumar's been here for 2 years, and yourself for 6 months. So that's why I pulled us all together today. So that's a really good one, encouraging the individuality. Number 4, we're looking at the acceptance of diverse culture. So obviously, because we're all very diverse and we come from different backgrounds, that's a really good point. Number 5, the final one, was the freedom of expression. That really comes across for me as a very valuable point, because we today are expressing ourselves to help others and to help the students that come across into Busy Bees as newbies. They need to be nurtured and obviously understood that we are all here as a company, and we're all here together and we work together as a team from all our different backgrounds, because the innovation we create really helps our diverse company and market that we are outreaching to with nationally and internationally. So thank you all for coming to obviously have this discussion with me today. The 5 diversity values that we've pulled up I think are really relevant to the study side of the company, and obviously what we are to do with enrolling students. Any questions they may have, they can always be reassured with these 5 diversity values now that they are just as equal as the rest of us. regardless of how long we've been in the company, be it 11 years or 6 months. And obviously the newbies coming in as well, they have the opportunity to become high achievers within the business, which obviously allows them to become more professional, and we're there to help them throughout. So thanks for coming along to sort out all these diversity values for me, and I will obviously forward this on to management. So thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you, Ellen.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you, David.